They're pretty smart. They're like the Dodger organization. They know
the
what they're
Rams
doing.
they make very few mistakes.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's always a good thing. It's always nice to have ownership that wants to win,
That's what I said.
and not an ownership that just for a
player.
while.
Yeah, players come and go. Which when I was younger, I used to get attached, and I used to be sad when they would cut these players. But now it's like I get it. I see the business side of sports, and you know what? I want to win more than anything. So I get it. As long as we win, I'm good. No matter who's on that roster, I'm going to support it. So I've always been that way.
And it's like I said, it's always nice to have a ownership that wants to win. And do whatever they can to win. And the right people. And like I know Jerry Jones wants to win, but he seems to get all messed up.
Well, he gets too involved, and sometimes you got to take your personal feelings out. And I think he gets too close to the players. McVay's close to the players and treats them all great, but he wants to win more than anything, and he knows what he's looking for and what he expects. And if those guys don't live up to that expectation, he'll get someone that will be able to step in and be that guy. So, and they understand another person, just business, but it'll actually make them better players, But it's a good thing when you can, when you're cutting good players for better players or players with a better upside, right? That means you're progressing and you're getting better.
That's what the Patriots are doing there for a while.
Yeah. And I think the Rams are now like the new Patriots. I think the Rams model now is one that a lot of teams are trying to, trying to copy and trying to, but you still have to have the commitment. It's rare they can have the commitment from the owner, president, GM, coach, all on the same page. It's rare in sports that happens. So, and the Rams are in that situation.
Yeah.
So now is a great time to be a fan, and also great time to, when you're winning, everything is a little bit better.
Everything is, It's like I told him, get a couple more Super Bowls in the next 5, 6, 7 years. We'll have a bigger following.
I think they will. When I was a kid, the Rams were always one of the top teams. I mean, they were right there with the Dodgers and the Lakers. Laker fans never really had to suffer because they always were good. It wasn't until probably less than maybe 10 years ago where the Lakers fans had to actually go through those tough seasons. Ram fans, 52 years for me and 2 Super Bowls, so I'm definitely not a bandwagon fan. I paid my dues, so I think the Rams are on they're in perfect position to be able to make that move. I think they could get 2, 3 Super Bowls in 6, 7 years.
Before they came back to LA, everybody always says, "Who do you pull for? Who do you pull for?" I said, "You know something? I'm kind of a football orphan right now." I said, "Now if the Rams ever come back, I will gladly accept them back. But while they're in St. Louis, I want them to lose every game."
Yeah, you're a free agent fan now, huh?
I was a
unrestricted free agent, right?
Yeah, because what I did is I said, okay, when they had a Super Bowl, and if there was a team in there that hadn't won it, come on, let's see them win it. Let's see them win a Super Bowl,
But I think when you travel around and you have civic pride, when you come in and when you travel around and it matters to have a team, a home team.
Yes.
And when you have a home team, it makes you so much more proud and connected. And right now, I can tell the Rams are building correctly because a lot of my customers that are fans of other teams, their children are starting to become Rams. So that's when you know that the Rams are making strides.
Yes.
And right now, the Rams, as far as value, the Rams are number 2 in the NFL.
Yeah.
And then the Rams also on the road and at home are one of the top 2, 3 teams,
drawing
teams. Yeah. So when you're drawing on the road,
like the Dodgers of baseball.
Exactly.
You see the Dodgers going to the stadiums. You see half their team is full of Dodger fans.
Well, Dodger, great teams have fans everywhere, right? And so the Rams will be that team.
Yeah.
They have, we've been so fortunate to have McVay coaching the Rams and doing the right thing. So I'm excited, and I think that, I expect them to win again this year.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it'll be them in Buffalo.
They just got to avoid major injuries. The team that avoids the major injuries to the main players, that helps.
That's the key, staying healthy for any team. But I always tell people, you never get in your car and say, "Oh, I hope it don't wreck." You don't even think about that.
No,
you do your thing. So, same thing with Matthew Stafford. Been in the league, 13 years. He's seen it all. He's gonna be banged up, elbow here and there, but he doesn't miss games. So the
I love
fact that he's
I
always
love
a
that
good
phone,
one,
that phone that phone commercial.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yeah.
He's a natural. Huh?
Yeah. So when you had a phone for 12 years, you know,
And you loved it, right?
That's a great commercial.
Yeah, I think his personality was perfect for that. And the writing for that commercial was great, right?
Yeah.
AT&T.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Both he and Cooper Kupp, I mean, they don't get better than that. Those are two legends.
That's a great combo right there.
Yeah, so I can't wait for this season. I think the Rams are going to pick up right where they left off. Probably better at, definitely running backs. They can stay healthy. That's the key. They got to stay healthy.
If only they could sign Eric Dickerson.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, he looks like he could play today, though, right?
Before COVID, on Mondays, they would. You listen to Rogan and Rodney?
Yeah.
Okay, they would.
570.
And Petros and Money, they would go to BJ's, certain Orange County BJ's,
Oh, okay.
and Eric Dickerson was showing up there. I got when he was doing that 3 or 4 years ago. Must have got about 30 or 40 autographs from him, and a couple selfies with him.
You did see the one. Yeah.
And then Leroy Irvin was showing up.
Oh, okay.
So I have a picture on my phone with Leroy
Leroy
Irvin here,
That's great.
Eric Dickerson here. We all got shaved heads, and I said triplets, separated at birth.
Right.
Brothers from
3 in a row.
another mother,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And
3 in a row. That's awesome.
Yeah,
And I gotta,
and so I asked Leroy and Eric. I said, if the Rams hadn't been stupid, or if they'd have paid you, and kept you, do you think the 49ers would have, and those that the mid to late 80s, do you think the 49ers would have as many Super Bowls as they have now? And they said we probably would have won about at least 2. And they would
I
have.
think that's fair. If we would have had a quarterback,
Yeah.
we just didn't have Dickerson. But at that point, he was like 60% of the Rams' offense.
Yeah.
And although he dominated during the regular season, when you go to the playoffs, all you do is key on one guy, stop him,
And they didn't have a passing game.
no. But even some of the receivers, I remember saying that. He was such a great runner that a lot of them didn't even run their routes. They turned around
Ellard.
and they weren't going to be getting the ball anyway.
Yeah. Ellard, Anderson.
Man, it was terrible when I seen Henry Ellard in the Washington Redskins uniform. Anytime you see a player leave the Rams and play for someone else, is always fun.